I used to make a lot of mistakes when I record my previous videos, mostly because English is not my native language and it was a bit hard for me to find proper words and formulate well-structured sentences on camera. Usually it took me around 2 hours to record one single video, and even then I had to remove a lot of clips and stitch the better ones, and even after that it didn't quite look good. And the worst part is I was super tired by the end of 2 hours recording session and I looked horrible on the final clips. Then I thought I should buy a teleprompter, and I did. It had significantly reduced my recording time. Now my recording session lasts only 30 minutes, from 2 hours to 30 minutes. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the best teleprompter for YouTubers. So let's get started. Intro? Hi, I'm Praneeth and I do tech reviews on smartphones, smartwatches, smart home devices, laptops and whatnot, and now teleprompters. I buy these devices with my own money and give my honest opinion from a consumer perspective. If you like those kind of content, consider subscribing. For those who don't know what a teleprompter is, bear with me for a while, I will explain. And the others, be patient. It's just a screen scrolling or changing text or cues for the presenter to know what to speak or what to do. This shouldn't be visible to the camera, so it can either stand behind or besides the camera, or even right in front of the camera lens. The issue with the first type is that you have to look away from the camera to read the teleprompter, and it will be quite noticeable to the audience. These are usually normal screen scrolling texts, but some people are really good at reading from teleprompters. They can look at this teleprompter for a split second and audience will even not notice and speak for a few minutes from that particular cue. But I'm not that good, so I went with the second option. The second type is placed right in front of the camera lens. But how? Instead of placing a screen, it has a one-way mirror and the text is reflected from the mirror side. When you look into the mirror, you will see the reflected text on it, but the camera won't see them. So the speaker actually looks into the lens. It will feel more natural then. It's like a magic. I will not further explain the physics behind it, but obviously you can do a quick Google search and learn more about how they actually work. Enough explanations, so let me show what I have. It's called Teleprompter Pad iLight Pro 10. There are many other versions, but this is the version that I bought. The package includes the teleprompter itself, a remote controller, and the manual showing how to assemble, so you should definitely read that. So here are the best features of this 180 euros teleprompter. The build quality. This is one of the very few teleprompters which does not mount on the lens of the camera. I also felt it was a bit risky. So most of them can only hold a phone, and it kind of reduces the ability to upgrade. This teleprompter can hold a small device such as a phone and tablets up to 10 inches such as iPads. This perfectly mounts on a tripod, and we can easily mount the camera on top of it. The black cloth behind perfectly covers the camera lens so that no extra light will come from behind and introduce some glares. The entire rig is metal, so you won't have any damages while carrying it around. However, it's a bit heavy, but you can easily disassemble and put it in the bag that you get with the packaging while you are transporting. The mirror is adjustable to your liking, and there are rubber pads to avoid the tablet or phone sliding down. It looks and feels solid and long lasting, so I don't have any doubts about this durability because it feels so rigid. The second thing is the remote and the app. When you are recording all by yourself, having other equipment to control is kind of a pain. But this teleprompter won't burden you as it comes along with a handy remote. You have to install their app to make use of this remote, and it's free. You can start pause scrolling, increase decrease font size, rewind, fast forward, and do many other things with this remote. It's very simple, but it works perfectly. You can obviously install any other teleprompter app you like, but the remote controller most probably won't work, and you have to find some other way to control the scrolling on the device. The third thing is the price. Yes, it comes at 180 euros price point, but it's way cheaper than many other compared to the features that they offer. So I think it is very good investment if you are getting started with YouTube and you have trouble memorizing the sentences. Like any other device, this also has some kind of downsides. Yeah. So the first one, yes, again, the app. Well, it's very basic. It lacks a lot of features which other pro teleprompter apps have, such as importing documents from Google Drive or Dropbox. It can only import .txt files from your phone or from Google Drive or any other service that you use. So what I actually do is just copy paste the text from my Google Drive to this particular app. You can also have the .txt files uploaded to Google Drive, but copy pasting just works for me. The second thing is the camera mount. Many other cameras will perfectly fit on this teleprompter, but I have a Canon M50 and I use an external power source when I'm recording videos since the camera battery won't last really long. But with the power cable plugged in, the camera can't be mounted on the teleprompter. It bugs me. I have to just keep it towards the edge and it's kind of unstable. I have to be very careful adjusting the teleprompter as I don't really want to drop my camera. But if you're using a camera which can last long, meaning no additional cables are required, then you are really good to go. I might have to buy some camera mount screws like the tripod extenders or something if that exists, but I have to check. The third thing is you can't see the flip screen. I think this is an issue with this type of teleprompters anyway, since the camera sits behind the mirror and you have to cover the camera anyway, so you won't be able to see the flip screen. That's a huge bummer when you are recording all by yourself because you can't really see what's going on. For the moment, I connect the camera to my laptop and use the EOS app to see the live view. Surprisingly, it works perfectly well. It's way better than using the mobile app where the Wi-Fi connection kind of gets disconnected after a while and you can't use the internet through Wi-Fi while connected. And I'm thinking getting an external display to project what I'm seeing through the HDMI out from my camera, but it needs more research, so I will keep you updated when I get it working. So what's the overall experience with the teleprompter? I think this is one of the best equipment I bought for my YouTube channel, like ever. Previously it took me around 2 hours to record just 10 to 12 minutes of video, but now I record 2 takes within 30 minutes, maximum 40 minutes. It had saved me more than an hour in recording, and I hope it will be the same for you. Yes, this has some negative sides, but they can easily be fixed with some other equipment and you have to do some compromises. But for the price, I think it's great. But it's not the same when you are using a teleprompter. It easily can feel mechanical when you're using a teleprompter for your videos, right? Well, I'm using the exact teleprompter now, and I wonder if you can tell. Meaning, this exact sentence is on the teleprompter screen and I'm just reading it out. So I look super duper confident on the camera. I hope. So how do I do it? Well, that's for another video. This video lasted a lot of minutes, so I will definitely create another video to give you some tips on how to use a teleprompter, or at least from my experience. So make sure to subscribe and click on that the bell notification to get notified whenever I release that video. I will keep links to buy this teleprompter in the description below, and you will support the channel when you buy through them without any additional cost to you. So what do you think? Do you think a teleprompter is worth buying? Let me know in the comment section below if you already have one, or if you are thinking of buying one, or you think teleprompters are absurd. I would like to hear from you. And yeah, that's it from me, and stay home, stay safe, because it's not quite over yet, and I will catch you in the next one. Yeah, and outro. Bye.